I had an understanding with him that he wouldn't be doing this. He said he's going to India to build plants. I said, that's okay to go to India, but you're not going to sell into here without tariffs.
Donald Trump does not like where the iPhone is made. And lately, he's been loud about it. In one of his typical fiery speeches, he warned Apple to make iPhones in America or face a 25% tariff. And just days ago, he reportedly told Tim Cook directly, I don't want you building in India. And that's not a subtle hint. That's a clear signal. Trump is getting nervous. And the reason isn't just about Apple. It's about India. Now, here's what many miss. Apple isn't shifting production to India because it suddenly fell in love with the Taj Mahal. This move has been years in the making. The COVID lockdowns exposed the risks of relying too heavily on China, and rising US-China tensions only added fuel to the fire. So Apple did what any smart business would do. It started hedging its bets. And India? Well, India stepped up. Under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Make in India push, Apple found not just an alternative, but an opportunity. Today, 3 major players are powering Apple's assembly lines in India: Foxconn, Tata, and Pegatron. Well, Foxconn's massive facility in Tamil Nadu is already pumping out millions of iPhones. Tata, meanwhile, just took over Pegatron's plant and is building what could become Apple's biggest factory outside of China. Together, these Indian plants assembled about 45 million iPhones last year. Well, that's nearly 20% of Apple's global output, and it's only going up. And here's the part that really stings Donald Trump. Most of these India-made iPhones are being exported straight to the US. Think about that. Now, Apple is building devices in India, shipping them to America, and still turning a profit despite Trump's America First posturing. Tim Cook, to his credit, did not even blink. When Trump pushed, Apple quietly reassured India, our investment plans remain intact. And they didn't just say that, they showed it. Foxconn is investing over $2.5 billion in a new 300-acre facility in Karnataka. Dorms for 30,000 workers, a target of 1 lakh iPhones a day. And that's not a trial run. It's a full-scale shift. And this shift is no accident either. India played it smart. The government offered production-linked incentives, eased regulations, and helped Apple set up a local supply chain. Component manufacturers followed, creating an ecosystem that now supports over 2 lakh jobs. For Apple, it's cost efficient. For India, it's strategic. Now zoom out and see why this makes Donald Trump nervous. Well, he's built his 2024 comeback on a simple pitch: bring jobs back to America. But when one of the world's biggest companies chooses India instead, that narrative cracks. He can threaten tariffs all he wants, but even analysts admit that making iPhones entirely in the US is still a fantasy. The infrastructure isn't there. The labor costs don't match. And the scale? Well, forget it. Meanwhile, India is proving it can not only build for the world, but build for the world's most valuable tech brand. It's not just about assembling parts. It's about becoming a central node in the global tech supply chain. And as India rises, it's rewriting the old West versus East narrative. So when Trump lashes out, it's not just politics, it's fear. Fear that India's version of Make in India is starting to look more real than his own Make in America Great Again, the MAGA campaign. Fear that Apple's future might lie in Bengaluru and Chennai, not in Silicon Valley. And honestly, that fear might even be justified. Because for India, this is just the beginning. With iPhone production set to hit a whopping $40 billion annually within a few years, and Apple planning to expand further, the message is very clear. India is not just an alternative to China. It's becoming the future of high-end manufacturing. And it is that makes a few, like Trump, uncomfortable. Well, maybe they should have built more factories instead of sponsoring and building walls.